Hi guys, I'm Joe Green and today I'm going to be telling you 6 of my favourite features from the Apple Watch. Let me know what you think, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and yeah, let's get into this. So first things first, if you want to click forward to the 6 features that I love about the Apple Watch, click right here. Or if you want to watch the unboxing video that I did 2 weeks ago, click here, and it's basically me opening it from scratch, telling you what I think. It's, you know, my first reactions to the Apple Watch, and yeah. So anyway, the idea of this video was I'd filmed me going into the Apple store, I'd sort of filmed random things, and I'd all put them onto a lovely little hard drive, a Seagate 1TB hard drive. This just corrupted. So not only does it have that footage on it, it's also got like 4 videos that I want to do in the future on it. It's got all my photos, it's got holiday. It's a big thing. I don't know if it's corrupted, but basically I'm going to contact a file management company. They'll be getting in touch with me and hopefully I'll be able to fix it. I will let you know how that goes, how much it costs and all that. But let me know if you've had any dramas with hard drives. The annoying thing is I actually bought 2 of these. One of them was for backing up this one. I did not get around to that and now I'm paying the price. So anyone out there hasn't backed up the stuff, back it up now. Well worth it. Save you a lot of hassle and it'll save you money in the future. Yeah, so let's get into this. This is 6 of my top features of the Apple Watch. Music. 2 is the maps. 3 is the camera function on it, which is really unique and just quite quirky. The next one is FindMyPhone. We'll get to that in a minute. Then heart rate, and last but not least is that little device that you never really use until you do, and then it becomes a lifesaver. The last one is Siri. Right, so the first thing that I want to talk about today is music. It's not the main feature, but it's just quite quirky and pretty useful in situations that you never even imagined it could be useful in. So if you navigate to the music section, you can either do it by pressing the digital crown and going to the music bit, or what I tend to do quite a lot now is I just flick it up from the glances. So I've got Deezer on my phone. And basically, I can't actually activate it from the watch, but if I'm playing Deezer music on my phone, say I'm across the other side of the room and I want to put the music on, I can play the song, I can next it, maybe if it's a bit too loud, I can just turn it down really easily, and it's just quite fancy. Do you know what I mean? It's one of those things that you don't really think you need, and then when you use it, you're like, I like this is nice. And obviously you always have to make sure that if anyone's around, you have to point out specifically that you are using your watch to change the volume or the song. I'm a nightmare to talk to. Right, so the next thing is the camera. So you may be thinking, why would I ever need to use the camera on my iWatch, or Apple Watch, whatever you call it. Basically, the Apple Watch doesn't have a camera on it, but as I showed you in my unboxing video, it means that you can sort of remotely access the camera on your watch. So say if there's a group photo that you want to take, you can place it somewhere, step back, and then with the iWatch, you can see that there's a little 3-second button there. Tap that, put your wrist down, and then you don't look like Spock from Star Trek. And yeah, you can take a nice group photo, or whatever you want. Yeah, so that is the camera. I think it's fantastic, and yeah, it's pretty, I don't know, it's pretty out there. Let me know what you think about that particular feature, and yeah. Right, one thing, if you do get an iWatch, which is, like, you have to justify the purchase to everybody, because everyone sort of says it's too expensive, this and that. One thing that I found hilarious was that even the haters, even the people that don't like the Apple Watch itself, when I got it, they all wanted to use this feature. So, like I say, just swipe up from the glances, and then you can get your, like, where you were last. And there's that heart rate section. So you can check what your heart rate is, just keep it on your wrist, no worries about that. And then it basically sort of updates you, which is really good. And make sure you don't shock yourself, is what I'm trying to say. Basically, I tried it on, and then after about sort of 17 coffees and teas and, you know, stressful day, and it made me more stressed. Right, so the next thing is something that is just really great. So if there's no one around you, or you just don't socialise well with people, you probably struggle when you lose your phone. You don't know where it is, and you've got to sift through your entire life to find the tiny little phone. Mine's a 6 Plus, so it's massive, but I still managed to lose it. I use it quite a lot, and it just saves that little bit of extra hassle when you've no idea where anything is. So, you can just swipe up, swipe all the way to the left, and then as you can see, there's all these little settings on here. This one actually pings your phone. So once you press it, it sends a little message to your phone, and then you know where it is. So no longer, as long as your watch is charged up, that is. Yeah, so you don't need to ask people to ring it. It makes it easier, and it just saves that little bit of extra fat. Right, so one thing that I love, it's the way that I use my Apple Watch basically, is Siri. Siri is fantastic. The thing that I use Siri for is just the alarms, and this just looks pretty fancy when you're in a group. Set alarm for 15 minutes time. Now this is great because say if you're sort of out and about and you don't want to have to remind yourself, or you can't bother getting your phone out of your pocket, I know, absolute nightmare. And you can just set it on your watch and then it'll remind you as soon as that time's done. So Siri it's sort of the way that I use different functionalities on the watch. But I think it needs a good shout out itself because it is pretty awesome. Say if you're about to drive somewhere, you don't have to type something in, I can just say, Siri, directions to nearest Asda. Then it finds it on your phone, so if you've got a postcode, you can put it in on your phone, put your phone in your pocket, and then it sends you little push notifications on your wrist. There's two ways you can use this app. So you see it comes up with a little screen here, you press start, and then this is how I was using it at first. I was using it incorrectly. So I was driving along, and then you can see here it's got the basic information, it's telling you where to go, but if you click on these steps, I thought at first it was just, text, which was horrendous to navigate with. But if you click on it, it tells you precisely where you need to go, where you are, and if you go to make a wrong turn, or if you want to make adjustments to your journey, it'll tell you on your wrist, which is just great, because, if you're ever driving and you've got to try and get someone to hold your phone, tell them how to navigate. This way, as soon as you look at your wrist, it's there and you don't need to faff around basically, which is really cool. Right guys, so that is basically 6 things that I think are pretty epic about the Apple Watch. And if you got different points, let me know in the comments below, or let me know what you think about the points. Do you think they'd be useful? Do you think they'd be completely pointless? Why are you telling us about this joke? Anything else, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and yeah, let me know what you think about the video, and I will tell you how my hard drive nightmare goes. I'll be doing a video about this hard drive data retrieval, and if it works. If it doesn't work, I might just mention it in a future video with lots of tears coming down my face. Alright guys, so thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. This is Joe Green, over and out.